Hello everybody, my name is Michael, you know me as Coding Jungle, and today I want to show you how to integrate GitHub into Stratagem. First thing you want to do, if you haven't already created a project or you've got a project an existing project you want to add it to, it works pretty much the same way. So get into your project and go to the settings, the project settings. I'll open up in a dialog here. And come over to the repository tab, and what we're going to choose, the GitHub section, and we've got client secret, account name, and all this. So all we need to get from Bitbucket is the client secret, because everything else will be populated once we get the client secret. Now, how to get that? It's pretty simple. Just come over here to your GitHub, log in, come up here to the user menu, and you want to go to settings. And then on the left-hand column here, go to Developer Settings and go to Personal Access Tokens and Generate New Token. Now this is pretty simple, so we're just going to do Stratagem Demo. Now the permissions you need are repo and user. That's all you need. And we're going to hit Generate Token. Now make sure you copy this down because once you go off this page, once it expires, you refresh, you can't go back to get this. You have to delete it and recreate it. I didn't know that because I didn't pay attention to the little notification up here because it's blue. If it had been red or orange or something, I would have been like, hey, well, I got to read that. But since it was blue, I just figured, hey, it was like successfully created or something. That's my fault. I didn't read it. But anyway, get the token, copy it, or you can click their little thing over here if you trust it. It doesn't work. It didn't work for me at first, so that's why I highlight it and copy it. And come over here and just paste it in here. It will go around. All right, now it's pretty fast. So once it gets the token, it automatically, and then it will populate these fields down below it. Now the account name, I'm not 100% sure on GitHub. I just left it in here because I know on Bitbucket, if you have teams, they have names, and for whatever reason, your main account on Bitbucket, whatever it is, like for me, it's Coding Jungle, doesn't have access to the team stuff. So I have to change it, even though it's the same access token. I have to change the account name. So you probably don't have to change it on GitHub. I didn't test it because I don't have any teams or whatever on GitHub. So that's why I left it here for GitHub in case you do need to change it. It's up to you, but it should pull the right name, the right account name for you. So once that's done, go to the repository you want. We're going to use the toolbox because hey, it's the toolbox. We all love the toolbox. So once you do that, now the pool issues is pretty simple. If you come over to your back to your profiles, or not to your profile, to your repositories, and you go to and we're going to go to toolbox, and you click on issues. It's got these three here because I really don't use this, even though toolbox is pretty much the only one that I have left on that's an open repo. I allow people to push changes to it, and well, they do pull request, and then I merge them in. But since it's the issue, some people opt to use the issue tracker if reporting issues to me. So if you use that on a public thing, on your own repo, knock yourself out on them. I mean, it's up to you. But I added where you can pull in issues from them. And we're just going to tell it to go to bugs. And I'm going to hit save. Now, it doesn't pull the issues right in right away. It's got a task associated with it. So if we were to come to the admin CP, I did this on the Bitbucket the Bitbucket video. That's hard. That's kind of a tongue twister, isn't it? Bitbucket. So I'm going to do it over here too. I'm going to run the task manually, and I got to find it first because it's not alphabetical, and IPS for you. So we're going to find it, and it's the sync repo issue, and it runs every 12 hours. We're going to go ahead and run it. And what this does is it pulls in those issues, and if they have any tags or anything or any like badges, I'm not sure what because I don't use it. Like I said, I don't use it in Bitbucket, and I don't use it over here. I just added because some people have requested it when I was telling them I was adding this other feature in. They're like, "Oh, can you have it pull request and make cards?" Now we sat here long enough that it would automatically pull them in for us, but we're going to refresh. As you can see, it brought in 3: Opcast, reset error, developer center, invalid argument for each. And if we come over here, we'll see those are the 3 ones. Now you can do whatever you want with them. You can move them about. But if we open them up, they get a little badge to them that tells you it's a repository link issue. And if you click on that, it will take you directly to the repository issue. So that's what that's for. It pulls it. It doesn't pull the comments or anything. If you want it to, I mean, I could make it, but I'm not. I mean, maybe like set a default user or something. But if you have any ideas, like if you want it to pull the comments, let me know. I mean, I'm always looking for ways to improve Stratagem. So if you want to, if you like that idea, let me know. But anyway, that's not what you're here for. You're not here for me to ramble. You're here to see how this works. Well, that's one feature of it. Now, the main feature, the original feature, what I only intended to add into it was this right here. So we're going to click on the GitHub from the menu here, and it will show you the commit messages from the repo. So you can attach them to the card. So if you're working on something and you're using Stratagem and you want to tell the other people working on the project with you, hey, I've already done this, so they can come in here and see what you did. Click on it. It will tell them, the commit message, the commit ID, or the hash. And if I click on that, it will open up the commit itself. That's pretty much it. I mean, if we went back in here, it will store it on. And we open it back up. Now, this is a feature I didn't talk about, but it's here. So if I click, if I did this last one on the list, added it to it, you can add as many as you want. So, and if I close it and I need to, like, oh man, that's not the right one, instead of having to scroll through the list all the way again, even though it will already be down there, it orders them, specifically for ones that are attached and ones that aren't attached. So, just to detach them, we do that. Not sure why it makes them black. That seems like it's a bug, ain't it? Just like me to make a video that has a bug in it. Anyway, that's the GitHub integration. It's very similar. I mean, it works almost identical to the Bitbucket one. Is just, one is Bitbucket and the other one's GitHub. For people who like me, who like Bitbucket, and for those of you who, for whatever reason, enjoy. That was my cat. Yes, that's gonna stay in the video because I don't edit these things. I just talk. That scared the hell out of me. But anyway, so for people who like Bitbucket, people who like GitHub, I had somebody say something about GitLabs the other day. That's not going to happen because GitLabs is a nightmare. Their API is a nightmare. So anyway, let's get back to the subject at hand. If you have any questions or comments, let me know on the video here, in the tutorial, or send me a PM on my site, codingjungle.com. So you guys have a good night, good day, wherever you're at. Have a good one.